Hey everyone, I hope you've had a great morning, good start to the week. I'm just off to do some teaching, but I had such an amazing weekend. Really good fun. Private function and a couple of pub gigs to see me through. Just thought I'd talk about, and hopefully this would be helpful to any youngsters that maybe had the dream that I once had. Well, I still do actually. But to aspire to be famous. And really, I guess, famous isn't, I don't know if it's the right word. Because I'm not necessarily hunting fame for fame, but for the financial benefit of being better known, and obviously the experiences I would have as a musician playing on big stages to big audiences. I know I'd get a kick out of that. I'd love it. Still would after all of these years, as maybe you'd imagine. But there's an interesting point, at least I think it's interesting, that I wanted to make, and that's that it's easy to lose sight of why you do something, especially once you get deep into, a career in music. All of a sudden it's no longer about just being passionate about music. It's about running a business. It's about making sure that you have enough work booked, that you're presentable, that you're punctual, that you respond to emails and process invoices. All this stuff is not the kind of stuff that I'm into. It sounds really childish, but I just want to sing. And that's all it's ever been. And so it is definitely easy to lose sight of what inspired you initially to get into music. And for me, my inspiration came from listening to the Everly Brothers when I was about 8 years old. It's amazing to me that at such a young age I was already so aware of where the path I wanted to take. I mean, look, it hadn't all been laid out. I didn't know, I couldn't see it vividly, but I knew within myself the direction I wanted to go. And so, I've lost my train of thought now. Well, oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was going to say it was so natural. I didn't force it. I had this desire to play the guitar. And so I kept pushing my parents to get me a guitar. I mean, to be fair, I didn't have to push very hard. They were very understanding and very supportive. But it was very natural, and it was never a chore to have to do it, and as the years went by and I did finally start performing on a more regular basis, from busking to small pub gigs to weddings and a couple of corporate events here and there, maybe even a funeral and christening laced in. It did cross my mind that I was just doing it for the sake of going through the motions. And so what am I trying to say? Well, for a start, I think that the reasons for you doing something can evolve and shift. And there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, maybe it's even a good thing. Just as our taste develops as we grow older. You know, it doesn't always have to be the same. And in many respects, if the reason for me loving music was exactly the same as it was when I was 8 years old, maybe I'd have some underlying issues there. But the reason for loving music was never something that I could describe. And I don't know if I can now. It's a love. It's something that I feel, and always have done. And I wonder whether I really do need to be able to pinpoint what it is I love doing about it, or why I feel that music is just a part of who I am. And then the other side of it is that over this weekend alone, I think I believe pretty strongly that I have impacted a number of people and their lives. And that feeling is lasting. The experiences everyone had with me will last forevermore, and hopefully I'll get to share even more moments with them. And so the moral of the story is, try not to chase fame and get lost in what you think a music career should be, and really try and harness and embrace the natural guidance you were given, if you do have that. And remember that what you're doing is really giving joy to so many people, even though sometimes it might not feel that way. So chase the joy, chase the passion, and enjoy every second of doing it. And maybe one day the fame will come along with it. Anyway, that's my video, and because I'm driving, even though my phone started to go wonky, I can't touch it or do anything, so just have to watch me like this. See you soon.